Hello, my name is Cynthia Mathieu. Today I will talk to you about how to manage change in a healthy way. Change is part of nature. Change is part of our everyday lives. Some people, though, seem to do better with managing change than others. But even positive changes like a wedding or moving into a new house can trigger stress and sometimes even anxiety. Why is it that stress or anxiety are associated with change? Well, actually, it has a lot to do with fears, and sometimes it has less to do with the situation than with our thoughts towards the situation or our perceptions. So in cognitive behavior therapy, which is the approach that I use, we think that cognitions, which is another word for thoughts, trigger our emotions, which in turn predict our behaviors. So if you want to change your emotions or if you want to work on changing your behaviors, you need to start working on your thoughts. So what are the things that I'm repeating? What are the thoughts that are turning over and over in my head every day? These thoughts do have an impact on my emotions and then will predict how I will react to the situation. So the goal here is not to eliminate fear. Fear is a very healthy emotion to have. But if you do feel fear, take the time to look at it and see and look at the thoughts that are behind it and see how it affects your everyday life. Nelson Mandela said that courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. So the ability to triumph over your fear and the ability to not let fear kind of overwhelm you and your reactions during the day. Another thing is the fact that emotions are actually contagious. And if you let your thoughts trigger a lot of negative emotions, it will have an impact on the people who are close to you, especially now that we are living in close quarters or close quarters with others. It's important to look at our impact on people that we are in contact with or people that we live with. In a very good book on living in the present moment, Eckhart Tolle, the book is called The Power of Now. He talks about the fact that one of the causes of human beings' unhappiness is the fact that people don't live in the moment. They live in their heads, they live in their thoughts, and they actually believe that these thoughts create our reality, and they react to it. And so what are the recommendations that I would have for you? Well, the first one is to think about, I like the serenity prayer that's been used for years and is actually still being used by Alcoholics Anonymous. So what it says is it's important to have the serenity to accept the things that I can't change, to have the courage to change the things that I can change, and the wisdom to know the difference between the two. So one question that you could ask yourself every day is, where is my energy going? Is it going towards trying to change things that I can't change, situations or people that I can't change? Or is it going towards things that I can change, that I do have power over, like trying to adapt and stay healthy in the situation that we're all going through right now? I guess another thing that you can do is to keep a thought journal. you could keep it close to your bed, so maybe on your bedside table. And when you go to bed at night, if you do have recurring thoughts or negative scenarios or even sometimes catastrophic scenarios, it happens with people who have anxiety disorders, for example, and we do work a lot on their thoughts, and they do keep thought journals. And it helps just get the thoughts out there on paper. And then the next day, just take a look at them and ask yourself, what is the impact that these thoughts have on my emotions, on my everyday reactions towards people around me? Sometimes these thoughts we feel anxiety a little bit more at night when we go to bed and in the morning when we wake up, because those are the times where our brain is not overstimulated by a lot of things, which is the case during the day. So it's normal if you're feeling a little bit more anxious at night and in the morning when you wake up. But keep that journal. It'll certainly help. One last homework that I have for you is to try to find every day, one positive thing that this situation has brought you during the day. So it might be just spending more time with your family or trying new things because you have a little bit more time to try new things. But it could also be developing new skills. For instance, we all have to develop skills in terms of communications, maybe technology. And the good news is that those skills, we will keep those skills after the situation resorbs, and that's actually very good. For instance, because I can't communicate with my students the same way or with my colleagues in the same way, well, I am learning how to do these videos that I'm doing right now, like the one I'm doing right now. And the good news is I will keep those skills, and I will be able to integrate those videos in my courses. And don't forget the CARE challenge that I talked about in the first video. So 3 things. The K is for kindness. Act kindly every day towards someone. E for exercising or keeping active. And the third one is relaxation. So I hope you take care of yourself. Until the next time, bye-bye.